Alright, hello everyone and welcome back, Final Fantasy XIV. There was indeed another event, so another Final Fantasy stream is here. Today is a weird one because we actually have two events in one, I don't know, session. Weirdly enough, they combined the Easter and the Little Ladies Day event into one for some reason this year. Probably has something to do with the fact that there's a lot happening in like the next 3 months. Including many other events that apparently are coming. So, surprisingly, actually not very surprisingly, it makes sense why they'd want to combine these two, because usually these would be more spread out. Might also have to do with the fact, I didn't know this, today is Easter, which is really early, like it's not even April. Like that's a weird thing. I don't know how that happens. I'm not even sure how Easter is usually calculated. But yeah, it was really early this year, so that probably also has something to do with it. So it's a very strange event, but there will be another one of these streams soon, actually, because speaking of lots of events, we've got the 16 event coming up. But that doesn't matter right now. We're doing Easter crossed over with Little Ladies Day, so let's see how this goes, because I don't think they've ever done something like this in the game's history. Every event's usually been like its own thing. Well, let's see what happens. Apparently I don't have the music on. I should probably turn that back on. Well, that'll be after this cutscene. Welcome, my friend. Take it the Hatching Tide decorations have caught your eye? Oh, Pin, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in the Hatching Tide once more. So last year we had this really fun, like, custom fate to go do. I have a feeling we're probably not going to have something that cool this time. This year was again a dream that sparked my imagination. A dream of a Gabu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where else but in Ul'dah, so many malms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the daring Gabu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. And there's but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. That's the other thing, too. Because they combine these events, Ul'dah got shafted from an event quest, which is just hilarious in my eyes. Message of Mistress Alipo's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day that Jewel of a city has ever seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. 'Tis a pleasure as always, Abin. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance. Mistress Alipo's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gobu companion before meeting with us. I regret to say not all in Ul'dah share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gobu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. It killed several people. Very important people. It wasn't a good time. In a sense, Chanel informed us of these circumstances. I got to thinking, we could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania, with a Gobu as the main attraction. Because, you know, that makes it so much safer. Yes, it was because it was held in Ul'dah that was the problem, not just the fact that you had a supposedly tame monster running amok in the streets. Only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the Gabu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. Hey Trips, how's it going? In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nanota and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gobu so pretty and sweet. One of the paths forward we could have taken, this seems to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well as versed in this realm's beastkin as you might be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gobu is. Well, I mean, we're here, we might as well. I know I have that war I gotta go take care of, but this seems important too. As would I. Well, I'm certain that there is nothing to fear. Having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits us at Brent Match Metals. You'd best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Aldemon, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. Okay, the fact that this is taking place out in the wild screams to me that something is going to go horribly wrong. I don't know, just a hunch. Couldn't tell you why I think that. Definitely wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that this literally happened. Is volume... Oh, there we go. That this did happen like 15 years ago. They even mentioned it happened. And they're like, no, it's fine. It happened once, it won't happen again, right? Okay, where are we going with this? Oh, it's like right here. Oh, there it is. I definitely failed that jump. Can I get out of here? Thank you. No? Oh, okay, cool. Just make myself more stuck, why don't we? It's not like I haven't been here in 4 years. Oh, I didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I'm the Royal Seneschal, in charge of making Little Lady's Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Alipo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Well, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to pick your jaw off the floor after you see what my Peedle has in store for you. I've been watching over her ever since the day I found her wandering the wilderness by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for a family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Petey, a lovely name to be sure, and those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she's the very picture of a Little Lady's Day princess. I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of a little else ever since the moment Miss Alipo came to us with her peculiar requests. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. That's pretty fancy. That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. It took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good of a job as we could have been expected. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of 2. But when a whole gaggle of revelers show up not too long ago, she just froze up. I see. She must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you got plenty of moms left in those adventurers' legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her head towards the crowds, show them our act, and tell the specters to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Alright, sounds like we don't have to fight her. That's probably a good thing. I'd kick her ass. That wouldn't be good for anyone. Trust me, Petey will love having you aboard. Now's a chance to get those eggs at the hands of the eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back here. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. We just, like, click them and do the thing. What did I just see? Ah, this must be that performing Gobi I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. Where's the rest of these? Oh, there's one here. Just shower her in eggs. Completely assault her. It was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. You know what? They look like extra small, but then again, I think everyone looks small from way up here. Oh my stars, what a matter of... Oh, you're performing Hatchentide. Yes. Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was, truly. I never knew Gorpius to be adept at anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Mayhap I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. Spirit of Hatchitide is alive in Gridania. Return to Aldemont and tell him of Petey's courageous performances. I wonder if we'll still go to Ul'dah for anything. You know, just to make up for the fact that we didn't go to Ul'dah for Little Ladies' Day, like you usually do. Did I do it? I think I did. Wait, I could have flown the whole time? I felt like I was flying at the last second because I pressed X twice. Good work, Abin. Same goes for you, Petey. I could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. It looks like Petey's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the seneschals. Although I've been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Petey is possessed not only of kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah. On behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Alipos she'll be needing more eggs. Go on, Ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Petey has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? I knew it. Good. Alright, we're doing both. Makes sense. I do like the ones that require you to actually travel a bit. They feel more fun than walking around in circles in the same, like, 3 locations in Gridania. I mean, how many Gridania event quests have we done recently? Like, pretty much everything in the last few months has been in Gridania. Valentine's, New Year's... Actually, no, New Year's is usually in Limsa, so not that one. But Christmas... The other one before Christmas. Halloween. This is like the one Ul'dah event. So it'd be a real shame if we had to miss out on it. Ah, you arrived. You'll be glad to know that I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Petey's show. Ul'dah's gates will be cast wide open for arrival. If she is amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope that they'll welcome Petey with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we'll have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interests I can. Abin, pray head to the steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards and together we can shower Petey with applause. Hey Jack, how's it going? Easter event? Yeah, it's actually a combination Easter and Little Ladies Day event. Which is really weird because they never combine events. Steps of Thal are inside. But we're apparently doing both this time for whatever reason. My only theory is just because the next couple months are like super packed with events. And not to mention, you know, the launch of a new expansion. So they probably wanted to like combine these two to give everything else more time. Because we have like, so after these, literally starting tomorrow, I think? Or maybe it's the 4th. I thought it was tomorrow, but I could be wrong. There is a Final Fantasy XVI crossover event. And then there's also supposedly the return of both the Yokai Watch event and maybe even the Dragon Quest event. So that's like 3 more events. Plus then there's, after all that, there's the launch of Dawn Trail. So it's understandable that I guess they need to combine something together. Plus Easter was really early this year. I mean, Easter is literally today, which I've never seen before happen in March. Usually I consider Easter an April holiday. I didn't know Gorpios were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show wasn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? Crowds of Gridania gave her a rounding applause, or standing ovation, whatever that said. I didn't read it all. Well, when you put it that way. Besides, it's not as if I have all else to do. Alright, I'll look for me among the crowd. Does that imply Jesus is canon to 16? Wait, what are we implying Jesus is canon to besides 16? When is Easter? Easter is today. Like, that's the thing. That's what surprised me. I found out Easter is today. The stat holiday that you get from, like, work and school is literally tomorrow. It is not an early April Fool's joke. You can Google it yourself if you don't believe me. But usually Easter is, like, mid-April. Like, it's usually the second or third week of April. So, I don't know what's up with that. I'm not sure how Easter is calculated. Like, how they determine what day of the month it normally is supposed to be. But it was really early this year. A gob, you healing Oda. Oh, that dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this gob here with your own eyes? Yeah, everyone in Gridania really loves her. And that's not because they tasted good. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. Yes, trust a random stranger you just met mere moments ago. Good job. Is Jesus a cat boy? I don't know. I mean, I'm basically Jesus. So, yes. Yes, he is. Event 14, if there's an Easter event, then that make Jesus canon 14. Oh, no, it's called something else here. I don't remember what the exact lore is. It has nothing to do with Christianity. It just happens to be a very similar event to our Easter. A gobu performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. The time of PD's performance draws near. Speak with the Royal Seneschal before taking the stage. Okay. Pretty sure it's this way. Yeah, no, the World of 14 has, like, events very similar to, has holidays very similar to ours. They have different lore behind them. Like, Christmas exists because of, like, some noble family up in, Kurthis. In Ishgard. I don't remember all the lore for it, though. It's in one of my books. Probably the lore for this, too. My thanks, Abin. It seems word has spread even further than I'd hoped. And while this is cause for celebration, PD appears to be intimidated by their expectant cases. Of course, you could just hop up on her head and she'd calm down just like that. We can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words, Abin? Seems she's wanted word to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you had to say. Rally her spirits, eh? When was the last time I used this command? Well, wasn't good enough. Truth be told, this is the first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Look, if you can make everyone in Gridania happy, I'm sure these chuckle fucks aren't any different. That did the trick. You really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Abin. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Alipo should have arrived by now. Abin, pray join the bystanders to give PD your hardest cheer. Where is it? Is it... Am I blind? Oh, it's this destination. I was looking for a person, so I wasn't looking down. And now for the final act. Beckoned in blooming flowers, this Gobi princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. And before she just starts chowing down on the crowd. And then Gobu are all banned from Ul'dah for the end till the end of time. It's just how I envisioned it in my dream. And to think I ever believed Gobias were not but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as this show, I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. Heh, all's well that ends well. Little ladies get a great show and Hatching Tide gets more egg seekers. It smells like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of Ul'dah for moons to come. That she will. I have to thank you, Miss Alipo, for giving us both the chance to bring little brightness to so many lives. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially in its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Abin. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. She thinks she'd be more than happy to by your side if you'll have her. As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to corners of the world I've only heard tales of. I'll gladly add her to my collection. Truth be told, I only asked you as a formality. I knew I've placed her in good hands, Abin. Look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am required in Gridania. Nonota must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Heh, give her the last our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Ul'dah until the festivities end. And who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Abin. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted seneschal. And that includes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show is concluded, Little Ladies Day is not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. Now what I'm really curious about, do they have double the event rewards? Because it's two different events. Maybe. I mean, each city has its own decoration, so I guess there's a possibility. Is there a vendor here? Or are we just, like, completely ignoring that fact? Okay. That's a little bit of everything. You one? Oh yeah, we're buying all the things. As is tradition. Stock up on fireworks I never use. Do I have those fireworks in here somewhere? Probably do. Or what are these? Yeah, they're confettis. I think I have those. I do have those. Actually, not as many as the others. But that's okay. Alright. Well, shall we head back to Baja and start part 2? Now that we finally finished the first map. We can move on to the second half. I don't think we went to the second map yet. No, you know what? I don't think we did because we had to talk to someone outside of the instance. Yeah, so it didn't make sense to go to the second map at the time. Unless there was something else I needed to do, and I'm gonna look like a real idiot not having done it yet. And then we spend like 3/4 of the stream doing it. That would suck. Hopefully not, though. Oh, you know what? I should probably add, where is it? Where did it end up? My mount that we just got. The horn. It's somewhere in here. There it is. We can try it out once we get into Baja. Alright, so last time on Baja, we stormed the castle. We didn't win, surprisingly. even after all that, still managed to, like, she brainwashed everyone and then killed half the people there, if I remember correctly. It was something like that. But I think now we were moving on to something else here, and I can't remember exactly what we were doing besides just, you know, pushing further up. It pains me to say it, but we have reached a stalemate on the Bosnian southern front. The 4th Imperial Legion seems content to play the waiting game, perhaps to conserve their strength until reinforcements arrive. We must act before the ranks are replenished. There is much we wish to discuss with you, though I dare say Basalians could explain it better than I. Allow me to cut straight to the heart of our troubles. Though we were forced to abandon the castrum, it was our hope that Mysidia's display of force there was no more than an act of desperation to buy them time. But since then, Queen Gunyada has been quick to join the fray each time we engage their forces, leaving us little choice but to retreat. We have sustained heavy casualties. Many of those not slain outright have been made slaves to Mysidia's will. Oh yeah, that's right. She time traveled to, like, form a... She time traveled in her memories to form another summon that she's now using to try and win the war. I fear she could defeat our forces utterly if she so choose. Our Damascan allies, however, have information up to the contrary. To put it plainly, we believe the 4th Legion, Imperial Legion, has all but exhausted its resources. In the wake of the Emperor Varys' death, the War of Succession has brought the whole of Garlemald to the brink of collapse. As for Gabanth, he has refused orders to return to the capital. Apparently, he harbors dreams of building some new nation on the ruins of Damascus. He may once have been the loyal servant to Solus, but there was so love between him and Varys. It seems his allegiance to Garlemald died with the Emperor. If what you say is true, cutting ties with Garlemald has deprived his forces of any troops or supplies they would otherwise have received. Lord Hien was quick to reach the same conclusion and ordered an assault on the 4th Imperial Legion. Explain why reinforcements from Gabanth have yet to reach the Bosnian southern front. Exactly. Even as we speak, allies from both Damascus and Naxia endeavor to halt their advance. Nevertheless, our foes on the Bosnian front have Gunyada's blades at their command, giving them the upper hand. Would that there was a way to free them from Mysidia's control. There may be hope yet, Masak. I recently received word from the science that a cure for the affliction has been found. However, the procedure would require a great deal of preparation, and that is to say nothing of the difficulty in employing its treatment in combat. If only I had been captured by Mysidia, none of this would have happened. The fault lies with me. I am the one who failed to see through her deceit. You are not to blame for any of this. Oh, no use moaning over feeling sorry for yourself. Next you'll be saying we should never have forged the blades of Gunyada. Commander, we've received word of another summoning. What are they summoning this time? Makoto, wait! Where are you going? It must be the summonings. We can think about that later. Please, Abin, you've got to stop her. What could they possibly be summoning now? I thought we, like, she already summoned the thing that she wanted. What other gods do they have? Do we go in? I guess we go in. I'm assuming that's what we need to do. Are we not doing this? I guess we don't go to the second map yet. I know there's supposed to be a second map. Some point, somewhere. If the Queen were to appear, we would only be a burden. You must go on without us. Unless she's summoning the queen again. I thought that was like more of a permanent thing. Wait, am I going up here? Is that where I'm going? Okay, well we can teleport somewhat of the way. I don't have any ranks to upgrade, do I? I think I did all that the last time we were in here. Okay, I'm nowhere near another rank. Everything is up to date. Which one do I want to go to? Is it this one? No. It is Alana's. Wasn't sure if that was like the second or the third one. Okay, where's this point? Well, I guess now we can try out that new mount. This is a perfect spot for it after all. Where is it? Somewhere in here. How are these things even sorted? Ah, there it is. Hailing from a place where the peach trees bloom, this winsome Gobu maiden was found and taken in by the traveling entertainer Aldemod. After delighting the crowds on Little Ladies' Day, she made the decision to join you on your adventures in order to spread more cheer. Well, let's see what this one looks like. What was the spiciest thing I've ever eaten? Ooh. You know, as much as I love spicy foods, a lot of the stuff that I've eaten isn't like crazy spicy. Honestly, I think what the spiciest thing I've ever had was this like kind of shitty hot sauce that was like I got it for Christmas last year. It was like Carolina Reaper hot sauce, but it's like I doubt it says it has all like the super hot peppers and like ghost pepper and all that stuff in it. It didn't taste very hot, but it was definitely a step up from like the usual jalapenos and habaneros that I normally eat raw. It wasn't a great sauce though because it was like all spice and no flavor, and I get that that sort of pepper is like that. But I still look for some flavor, you know, when I'm eating hot things. I like flavor with my spice. But I would say that's the hottest thing I've ever had, and I doubt even it probably pales in comparison to the actual peppers, regardless. Low-born traitor. Don't Veron! You only provoke her! How the tables have turned. Now hold still. This won't hurt a bit. Wait! Please! Don't! It's too late. You're about to get smacked. Oh, she's gonna do a spirit bomb. You think we have enough cover back here behind that building? Like 10 feet away? Oh, okay, we're fine. It was a very concentrated and directed attack. Something wrong, Miss Sidja? You spared 2 of your captives. Yeah, why'd you only temper him? Oh, because he's gonna kill them. You guys better run. Do it. Do it. Apologies. Seems I misspoke. If you've come to bark orders, don't bother. The next step in my plan has already been set in motion. Now, if you'll excuse me. I would really love to know where I can get that guy's axe. Because that weapon looks sick. I think someone told me it was the warrior relic weapon for this quest line, but I could be wrong. I feel like that's not correct. I certainly hope she knows what she's doing. The High Carnivores is all we have left to buy some time until reinforcements arrive. This guy thinks they're getting reinforcements? I thought he, like, defected from the Garlean Empire. What on earth could this new plan of hers be? Oh, I do so love a good scheme. Alas, I've been strictly forbidden from helping her. Let's return to Gangos. I have seen more than enough. How come when you cut chicken meat, no chicken blood comes out? Probably because it's already cleaned. I would imagine that's why, because you can definitely buy, like, shitty meat that has blood in it. I've seen it happen. That's why you need to always cook your meat thoroughly. So you can cook out all the blood. If there is any left over. But if you find blood in your meat, I would consider maybe going somewhere else for your meat next time. So this is her echo, which, if I remember correctly, is a vision of the future, not the past like ours is. So I think this is something that is going to happen? So what terrible thing is going to happen here that we need to go warn everyone about? Not another step. We have you surrounded. Do you really? I feel like he's sending them to the slaughterhouse. Or is this the past? This looks very similar to when we stormed the keep last time. But maybe this is a repeat. No, I think this is something new. Oh, wait. It's not working this time. Ooh, how unfortunate. It's over, Miss Zygia. We know full well the crystal's power is spent. Alright, good. So basically we just automatically win at some point in the future. Cool. Well, for once, one of those future premonitions was actually a good thing. Another vision. Did you see it too? Come, Abin. We must inform the others. Alright, cool. Let's just go tell everyone that we'll win if we just wait long enough. How do we return? I could use the return, but I don't think that's a good idea, simply because, I think that's like, it has an extra penalty or something. So I'm just going to walk back to one of these waypoints instead. Wherever that waypoint is. Oh, it's right here. I thought that was a person. Oh, am I in combat? I am in combat. Alright, fine. Get over here then. Could use a little warm-up anyways. Also, I need to go and apply all my buffs again. Because I haven't, forgot to do that when we got in here. That's okay. I'll do it when we go back. Make sure I have all the right potions and everything. There we go. Now, hopefully we don't need to do any, like, big giant fates that require, like, 1,000,000 people. Is this where I need to go? Maybe? Yes, it is. Because that was like a problem last time, is we almost... got lucky, but we still had to wait and like kill some extra time, which wasn't great. Wait, did I not need to go here? Where am I? Yeah, like that was the thing we had to wait for. Thankfully, it seems like people have already gone into that. Where was I going then? Speak with Gangos. Oh, do I have to leave? Oh, I think I have to leave. That makes sense. Why do we eat chicken anymore? What? Because it's delicious. That's why we eat chicken. On its own, it doesn't even taste like anything. I think there might be a problem with your taste buds if you can't taste the delicious flavor of chicken. We have very different opinions about chicken then, it sounds like. What I'm hearing is, it sounds like you dislike chicken, not that chicken sucks. I just had chicken for supper, and it was delicious. It wasn't even seasoned, really. It was just very tender and well cooked. Now that Blade of Ma has arrived, would you care to elucidate your findings, Mikoto? Speak plainly, I believe the apparition summoned at Castrum Lacus Retore, and again on the southern front, is not what we would call an icon or a primal. Not in the strictest sense of the term. I mean, for one, it was like normal sized. Every primal I've ever fought was like 10 times the size of me. What else are you talking about, lass? Well, I've heard my fair share of tales about primals, and what you've all told me, this Queen Gunhilda fits the description to a bloody tid. According to our records, Queen Gunhilda wielded the power of the blade not to summon a god, but to become one, that she could protect our people. So she made herself into a vessel for its power, then? Yeah, basically she made a stand. Cedric claimed that after the fourth umbral calamity was averted, the queen was able to return to her mortal form. Tales passed down through the ages state much the same. It appears Queen Gunhilda was able to call upon its power at will. Then that would mean having a vessel is... that a living vessel is required to wield the blade's true power. But that does not explain why it instead manifested in the form of Queen Gunhilda. Based on our experience in the Castrum and what we have observed on the southern front, I believe the blade was imbued with the Queen's memories in the form of an aether at the moment of her death, and that the Queen's focus was used to draw them out. Does that not sound familiar, Bin? Aether absorbed into a vessel and thereafter used to call forth unspeakable monstrosities? Nah, it doesn't ring a bell. Definitely hasn't happened like 3 dozen times. Precisely. It is a phenomenon quite similar to the Auersite we discovered in the raw monster. As you may recall, Argath Thaldifus harbored a burning desire to rule, which was made manifest in the ruins of Lesselia. Aye, it was the same for my brother, but come on. His guilt over the deaths of the prince and the princess served as catalyst for his own grisly transformation. I see. From what we have learned of the Holy Blade thus far, it has much in common with Auersite. This is merely conjecture, but I suspect that Save the Queen was actually crafted from Auersite and altered to amplify the desires of whoever wields it. But who would be capable of such a feat? I cannot say with certainty, but together with the crystal focal, it is reminiscent of ancient Allegan technology. How it found its way into the hands of Bajins is anyone's guess. It's always Allegans. Hold on a bleeding minute. Let me see if I understand this right. You're saying this thing you saw in the Castrum weren't no primal, but a mere silver of the Queen's aether what was left over in the blade? Seems like it. But on the other hand, Misija can keep conjuring it up as many times as she wants. Until she can't, because something ran out of power. A certain crystal that she stole. Considering what it was designed for, the shade of the queen is the least of our worries. Indeed, Misija's ultimate goal is likely to become a vessel for the blade's power, much like the queen did to avert the fourth umbral calamity. With that preparation, Abin could likely vanquish the shade of the queen Gunilda, but if Misija should succeed in bringing the full power of the blade to bear, or you're suggesting there's a chance he could lose? Impossible. Well, I can't even count the number of stories I've heard of Abin's god-saying adventures. What's one more notch on his belt? I would rather it not come to that. Thankfully, Misija has yet to find a store of crystals suitable for her plans, and I doubt she will, for the time being at least. If the blade was designed in like the manner to the crystal Folky, we must act now, while there's still time. So basically, let's go stop her gain a bunch of crystals. Is that what we're doing? New entries have been added to the field record under collection. I think that's just like the glossary, basically. You like gamey meat? Well, there you go then. Chicken is like the least gamey meat one could possibly consider. That would explain why you think chicken sucks. You want to try some giraffe meat? Is that even a thing? Where would you even go to get giraffe meat? You'd probably have to like go to Africa for that specifically. I doubt it's even legal to harvest it there though. If Misija lacks what is required to fulfill her plans, we must either wrest the blade from her grasp or destroy it. Should the situation call for it, we may need to cut her down in the process. What if it were possible to take both Misija and the blade into our custody without conflict? Oh yeah, what kind of crazy plan is this? As I understand it, there have been markedly fewer sightings of the Queen's apparition, correct? Yes, and with good reason. With no means of combating such a foe, our troops have barely set foot outside of our encampments. I believe that Misija has her own reasons for making only sporadic appearances. She must use the crystal focus to conjure Queen Gunilda, and therein lies the rub, for its reserves of aether are not without limitation. Then perhaps she fears the crystal focus nears exhaustion. What prevents her from simply restoring its aether and resuming her assault? Well, it just so happens the crystal focus requires aether of a very specific sort. We were only able to find one source, and that's still depleted from when we used it. Before we returned, Abin and I chanced to spy Misija commanding Queen Gunilda to enslave a group of soldiers, but the apparitions vanished after turning only one of them. I suspect the crystal lacked the energies necessary to complete the task. What's all well and good, lass, but Misija ain't no fool. Until she figures out how to get the crystal focus working again, she won't be showing her face again. She will, at least, I think she will. Abin and I shared another vision of the future. Yeah, basically she was stupid enough to catch herself in the dead end without any power. Head into the ruins in the midst of a storm. But for what? Ah, speak of the devil. I think that's our cue. Well, it looks like that part of the vision is already coming true. Thunderclouds are gathering above the southern front, and a nasty downpour won't be far behind. We must make ready before the rains come in earnest. Masak, ready the men. You can get giraffe meat in the USA. That sounds illegal. I don't know why, but just something about that doesn't feel like that's totally on the up and up. I understand your trepidation, Mikoto, but you must have faith in your gift. We will stop Misija. I promise you that. It was not by Abin's hand alone that we survived our ordeal in Brabantse, lest you forget. We each have our part to play. Yours is no less important than any other. Speaking of which, you best join the others and set out before the rains come. Yes, of course. Now we can go on to the second map, right? Is the second map just gonna rain all the time? That would suck. Up here. Well, it's a good thing I didn't put on those buffs, because we would have to apply them yet again if we're about to go back to the next map. Everything appears to be in order. Are you ready, Abin? Once we get to Mikoto, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. Am I ready? I was waiting for you. They serve it at some restaurants legally? Wow. Okay. Well, today I learned draft meat is legal to sell in the United States. What's it supposed to taste like? I'm guessing it probably doesn't taste like chicken, otherwise you probably wouldn't have any interest in eating it. I'm imagining it's probably some sort of red meat. So is that vision gonna come true? I mean, is there a chance that this vision could have been incorrect? Have we had an incorrect vision before? There's the ruins. Now, how exactly did the vision say that we were going to come here? Because it seems like a bootstrap paradox. We came here because of a vision telling us that we would come here. But that vision would have been based on other information. Some other reason for us to come here. But now that reason is lost to time because we are here because of a vision that told us we would come here. But hey, either way, it doesn't matter. If we catch her, who cares what kind of time bullshit we end up causing. So what's in these ruins? Is this like the tomb of the queen or something? Could be. Not another step. We have you surrounded. Get 'em, boys. I mean, what's the worst, Gab? She has the sword and a crystal. Surely she can take these guys on, right? Yeah. Totally. That's unfortunate. Looks like your little toy's broken. Now what you gonna do? It's over, Messitia. We know full well the crystal's power is spent. Take her away, boys. Oh? Oh no, an explosion! That wasn't in the vision. Oh shit. It was a setup from the start. The vision wasn't something positive, it was something terrible. A trap! Come out, Mikoto. I know you're here. You thought your visions of the future would offer an advantage, but you are not the only one possessed of such gifts. Not any longer. because she enhanced herself with that echo machine. A scholar you may be, but you are a fool to come here. Your precious knowledge will avail you not against the kiss of cold steel. There's only like, what, 7 machines here? We can take them on. Come on. Then what's she gonna do? She's gonna be out of an army. Do not be unnerved. Without the queen to aid them, victory may yet be ours. To arms! Oh, we are fighting. Hell yeah. Let's go. Still didn't buff myself, but I didn't really have a chance. Kinda wasn't a possibility here. Alright, what are we starting with? You know what? We'll start with this. I better not be the tank here. Well, as long as someone here is able to heal me, then we're fine. Let's put on some buffs, please. Because I'm apparently being the tank, and I really don't need to be. Why is no one taking the aggro? Am I just that good? Oh, shit. I think I am just that good. Sadly. Man, it sucks being good at a game. If I can just take the big guy out, I think the rest of these will probably not be too bad. Yeah, honestly, a lot of them are already defeated. There we go. Okay. A little bit of burst damage, never hurt no one. Except these guys. It straight up killed them. Okay, we're fine. Oh, wait, apparently you're just standing here, no one's bothering to fight her? Too worried about the robots. You know what? I shouldn't be complaining, because that was me too, till like 10 seconds ago. So we didn't end up capturing her without conflict, but I mean, if we can at least capture her now. Take away her toys. I mean, what else could she possibly do? She has no more power. She won't have her sword in like the next 10 seconds here once I'm done with her. Looks like her little plan failed. Echo or not. Oh, wait, what? How did you get away? I can't believe this. She had an escape plan this whole time. The Delta armor? Oh no. What is the Delta armor? Oh. Just more of these guys? Come on. Yeah, we can take them on. I'm glad you guys do not want to surrender, because I would have been very upset. What is missile salvo? I don't like the sound of that. Oh, it's a good thing I've got range. Right, just wait for things to happen. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a good debuff that got there. Ooh, that's a very good debuff. Oh, I did that totally wrong. It's okay, we got healing waltz. I can help myself a little bit here, it's fine. Oh, what? I wasn't paying attention to what was on the ground. You know, the electricity and all that. Oh, we gotta do everything again. Oh, that's cool. I'm ready. We'll try this again. It's like lamb, but sweeter and tougher. Well, I do like me some lamb, so that actually sounds pretty good. Sweeter lamb. Although I already find lamb to be very sweet. So I'm only imagining what giraffe might taste like. You don't need to watch all this again, right? Now, I wonder why I died. I mean, part of it was hubris for sure. But I'm wondering as well if it wasn't partially because I decided to fight the wrong enemy. Like, I should have focused on the other one because that's what everyone else was focusing on. I could be wrong though. Might be worth to try focusing the other one instead. You know, when you're working with like AI partners in this game, it's very important that you kind of do what they do. You let them take charge, because if you don't, you're probably just going to screw yourself. Like, all the healers and everyone were probably all working on the other guy, so I was alone. So that was on me, if true. You know, Dancer's actually, like, really good for this. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'd be definitely not stepping that stuff. Because I don't have to worry about those purple circles getting in the way. Like, if I was melee, I would 100% have to be very careful where I put those things. And actually pay attention to how they're launching. But Dancer, it's like, oh, okay, they're here. Let me just move over here then. If I need to kite them around, whatever. I'll just kite them for a bit. And then not only that, but like, I've got a lot of really good AoEs that just hit everything and do big damage. That's not what I want. That's what I wanted. And then, you know, for extra measure, I got myself some dodging abilities. So I got a little bit of everything in here. It's great. I probably should get rid of the rest of these robots first. There we go. Now we can focus on her. It's also been a couple months since I last played this game. I think the last time I booted up was maybe early. No, it was February sometime. It was after the last stream. Like, there was a couple weeks I was playing this afterwards because there was a Moogle Tome event that I was working on. I want to say it was like mid to late February was probably the last time I played this. Yeah, it would have been... It wasn't March for sure, because March I was playing Rebirth, although I wanted to play this too. But I really want to finish FF7 first. Okay, so I focused the right one. Let's focus the left one. Well, let's see what these guys do. Whoever they're focusing on, that's what I'll focus on. Must have I conquered Blame, I'll draw this one's attention. Okay, so I'm only supposed to get this one. This was the only one I had access to. So I just need to be very careful here and stop stepping in all the bad things and do this properly. And especially watch out for that, because that debuff was terrible to get. So I need to stand right here, now that I understand how this move works, and step there instead. And that's gonna push me this way, I think. Yep, that's fine. Okay, fuck, I need to definitely stay out of those. Don't take any more debuffs if possible. We'll just do a little run and gun. Cuphead style. Okay, that's okay. Just stand right here for a bit. Okay, so it's gonna be center. And then we'll kind of just stand right here. That's fine. Got healing wind. Top up a little bit. Put some defense on for next little bit here. Okay, that wasn't good. Oh, right. Well, I wasn't paying attention where I was standing. I need to, like, stop looking down and look up instead. Holy shit. I refuse to go to easy. I'm not doing it. It's never happening. This game's not that hard. It's 100% my fault. I'm just not looking where I'm standing. I need to figure out what move that is. Like, if I pay attention to the name, then I'll know to watch it better. This is like starting to feel like it reminds me of the variant dungeons, or at least doing them solo to some degree. That's what it kind of feels like. I wonder if I should use AoEs against these guys. I probably should, hey. They don't... The small ones don't seem like they have that much health. And I can still build up my meters. Okay. What did I do wrong there? Oh, I stepped in the purple again. Is the purple only in melee range? Or is it just coincidentally in melee range? Because I am standing close. That could be it. This is probably only like the, I want to say 4th trial thing that I've done in this game, where I've died like several times. There was this one, I think it was one of the healer quests at level 80, was probably the other one. And I want to say, oh, the red mage quest at I think 60 or 70, one of those two was also pretty tricky for some reason. I can't remember why. I think there's just like some mechanic I wasn't understanding. And then there was also, there was another one, I think it was like some other healer quest thing that I was just like not doing. Well, no, it wasn't healer, it was some other class, I think. Some other class quest. But it wasn't because of battle, it was like for some other reason. I don't remember why it was hard. It was like something really weird. It was a very unique thing. Oh my god. Okay, why is all my healing? My healing is still on cooldown. It doesn't reset because I left the battle. That sucks. Okay, did we take out the guy that was launching him? Yeah, that would have been the big one. So now we should be safe to do all these. Just gonna focus fire here. That'll probably be a little better. Well, considering my cooldowns don't carry over, I'm gonna try and save them for the next fight. Maybe don't stand inside the giant purple glowing circle like I do. It really hurts. You really don't want to stand in there. I know you're probably a black mage, and you're probably... Actually, you're not a black mage. You're a white mage. You have no excuse. You don't have ley lines. Get the fuck out of there. Oh god, no, get out. Okay, there we go. It's now part 2. I just gotta watch the circles, that's it. That's all I gotta do. I'm gonna stay in the middle, or like right around here, because that's where the big global mechanics start doing their thing. Okay, so they're doing that one. I'ma focus on this one. Watch the things. Especially the purple circles. Missile salvo, I think this is the purple circles. So we want to definitely... Oh, no, this is the big one. Okay, so we can stand right here. It's safe. Okay, that's gonna do that, so we'll just get pushed in the corner, whatever, it's fine. Now we gotta watch out for the purple circles, because that's probably gonna be next. Yeah, okay, radz-at-han cannon. Look how slow it is too, like I just need to... Wow, okay. I guess this is the one complication, is I need to like try and do my dance moves while paying attention to mechanics. I want to keep up my DPS somewhat. We can try and do this fast. This should be okay, I think. Oh yeah, it's gonna push after the fact, so we're fine. Okay, Another round of missiles. Just keep moving, because he takes forever to launch his stuff. So he's only going to do 3 per cycle, I think. Missile barrage seems possibly new. Oh, this is a little different. Okay. That one's fine. Oh, it deletes everything. Okay, good. I was a little worried about trying to dodge this thing with that existing. Or with all those purple circles existing. Okay, we're back to square one. Alright, I think it's pretty much set now. Yeah, I just did a huge chunk of damage. So as long as I keep moving here, we're fine. It's done. Alright, we're good. Oh, man, that was stupid. I don't know why that took so long. Why that took 4 tries. Alright, I'm warmed up. I remember how to play the game now. I should really play this game a little more often than like once every other month before Dawn Trail comes out. Well, I'll be playing a lot in like May, late May, because the Moogle event will be a thing for most of June. Well, have you broken the lock yet? I don't know, they're just kind of lightly patting these stone doors. Oh, apparently that worked. Yes, ma'am. Open it now. What did they open it to? Those are some big ruins. Those are all behind these doors? Don't just stand in front of the charging... Oh, what? Did you seriously just try to slash a charging plane? Hope you don't mind me butting in. Yo! He's got like a cyber eye, that's sick. Oh, Stick, what are you doing here? Well, I couldn't let you have all the fun. That's the guy who teaches, if I remember correctly, it's the guy who teaches you the gunbreaker job. Another one crawling out of the woodwork. Gunner's blades, to me. You're to protect this blade with your lives in the name of the Queen. Where are they going? Dang. He's good at this. Go on ahead. Leave their toys to us. They'll be right behind you. Now go. Mikoto needs you. Delubrum Reginae now accessible. You can now participate in the 24-player duty Delubrum Reginae. Oh. Can be joined solo as a party or as an alliance by speaking with Mikoto in the underground ruins or Cedros or Ganos. Wait, this isn't map 2 yet? Players will be matched automatically even after leaving the underground ruins or Gangos. Should be noted that although this duty is in a separate instance, lost actions can still be used after entering. Be sure to prepare lost actions from the lost finds cache, as they may prove key to turning the tide of battle. You may also speak with Mikoto and Cedros for further details about the Delubrum Reginae before entering the duty. Oh, this is like an actual duty. Okay. What else is there to know? So you can be joined solo as a party, blah blah blah, okay. Alright. Nothing I wouldn't know already. Cool, how long is this gonna take? I wonder. And do I have to stand here for it? Cause, I never thought about this. Now, mind you, we did get a decent group when I did eventually do that one fate, so I mean, it's not impossible we'll get something, but I wasn't expecting this. How do we, can we adjust our stuff out here? Because, I mean, if we can adjust things before entering, surely we can... Well, I mean, I don't need to adjust that. I just want to make sure all my inventory is up to snuff. But I'm guessing I can't enter the front because I'm in queue for another thing, right? Like, this is... They're both technically duties, and you can only queue up for one duty at a time. Huh. What are you about? Oh, okay. Can I do this here? If I go to the front... Yeah, I can only register from one duty at a time. And I don't think this duty shows up in the duty finder. Right? Probably doesn't. I don't even know where it would appear. That's PvP. These are all level 80, 90 stuff. That is trials. These are raids. These are trials. Those are other trials. That's level 90 dungeons. Unless it's in... Well, I guess it would be in Shadowbringers, right? It's not there. So these are not normal duties. That's probably why they don't have an estimated time. Huh. Didn't think of this. Well, this is certainly going to be a predicament. Well, I'll give this a little bit. What can we do in the meantime while we wait? I'm not actually sure. Can we leave here? Is that a possibility while we wait for this to go through? Because I would hate to have to cut streams so short, but I mean, like, if this ends up being like a bajillion years... Okay, we can leave while we're in queue, I think. Alright, good. I'm not really sure what else we can do for the time being. Let's see, it's 9:20 now. Yeah, this may have to end up being like... I may just end up doing this off stream if this ends up taking a while. I'll give this to like 10 minutes, although I don't suspect that we'll get anything out of it in that time. But there's a possibility this just gets... Well, I mean, what I could do... It wouldn't be ideal, but what I can do is I wouldn't be able to stream it, but I would still put it in the VOD. I have a means of doing that. So, YouTube exclusive content, I guess. Because I don't know how long this is going to take. So, I think for the sanity of everyone, I'ma pause the recording here. I will unpause it when I get back and I actually get into the dungeon, whenever that is. I don't know if that will be a thing. That may not even happen tonight. Or actually, maybe I won't even pause it. I'll just stop the recording and I'll splice it in after the fact, whenever I do eventually get it in. But I think for now, I'ma stop this here, and we will pick this up probably next time. There is another event very soon, so we will be doing that at least. I don't know when that is. I'm gonna look it up right now, actually, when that's supposed to start. It was either supposed to start tomorrow or the 4th. I want to say the 4th. Let's see, FF14, FF16 event. I think that's supposed to start on the 4th. No, it begins on the 2nd. So, like, a day from now. Because maintenance is tomorrow. So that makes sense. So there's another event coming real soon. So once I get past this behemoth of a duty wait, then we'll do another stream, and we'll actually continue Baja. I didn't think this was even a thing. I don't know how these things work, but considering this is all the stuff that we can expect in this sort of thing, I'm very excited for the new adventuring foray that's going to come in Dawn Trail. I'm sure it'll be similar to this, hopefully with less wait time, because, you know, it will be current and everyone will be doing it. But yeah, in the meantime, unless this like pops in the next 30 seconds, I think this will be it for stream today. Very short stream, but I'm not going to bore everyone with like a stupidly long wait time. There's not really anything else we can do in the meantime. I don't think I had anything else I wanted to do in the meantime, even. So yeah, this will probably still be part of the YouTube recording. I'm going to pause the recording in hopes that something pops. If not, then it won't be part of the YouTube recording necessarily. But in the meantime, that'll be it for tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed this extremely short stream. Blame the game, don't blame me. Blame the game for being slow, I guess, and not people. Blame other people for not playing this wonderful piece of content. Most likely because they already did play it, and I'm the slow one. So actually do blame me for playing it slow, I guess. Either way, thanks for watching tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with the rest of Ender Lilies, or seemingly the rest of Ender Lilies. We'll see if I can beat the final boss twice, no less. We'll have Phoenix Wright on Tuesday, part 2, and we'll play some rhythm games on Wednesday. Minecraft on Friday. Some point in the near future, once I get past this, there'll be another one of these streams. Hopefully longer. I'm assuming it'll be longer, where we'll actually get to go to the northern front and continue Baja. But for now, thanks for watching tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Alright, so about 5 minutes after ending the stream, I actually miraculously got a pop on this. Mayhaps it's only a solo thing, mayhaps it's with other people. We'll find out exactly how this is going to work. I did a little bit of Googling while I was waiting. Apparently you can do this alone? So I guess we're going to give it an attempt regardless. I'm not really sure what to expect for this. Because like the instructions say it's a 24-man and you can join it solo, but I thought that just meant like you can join it, you know, as a solo queue. But we'll see what happens here, if people are actually in this or if I'm really just going to be hoofing it alone. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot trickier trying to do what is meant to be for 24 people by myself, as it seems to be the case. But who knows? Let's see how this goes. It'd be kind of awkward to start up stream at this point, so I'm just not, and we're going to do this alone. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe now I can actually like figure out what the hell I'm doing here, and we can try and figure things out here. But yeah, no, we'll continue Baja proper afterwards. But at least this gets recorded and put on YouTube. This is kind of like a different thing, not usually how I do it. But with a game like 14, you know, you gotta make some exceptions, make some concessions for how the game runs, especially when doing older stuff like this. What did I have with me here? Okay, so we have 180 minutes here, so I can't take forever. Increases poison resistance and movement speed. Including mount speed, increases evasion. It seems like stuff I'd want outside, not inside. Do we have... I don't know if I want something like that. I don't know, death seems like it would be useful if, you know, it actually worked. Do I have any good items that are good for, like, DPS here? Defense by 50 and max HP by 45%. Absorb a portion of damage dealt as HP. That seems like it could be good. Oh, I need to put something back. Let's put back, I guess, the phoenixes. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need these phoenixes because I'm here alone. So let's drink the potion. This beast potion. Oh, did I not? I forgot to actually take it, I think. Yeah, I see. Right, because I didn't click confirm. My bad. Let me take the potion. Confirm. Open it up. Drink it. There we go. Spirit of the Beast. That should hopefully help with things. How are we to pass when there's only one of me? Yes, that's a good question. Oh, okay. We just... Whoa. I see. because there's only one of me, I guess there's some exceptions made here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yes, let's fight this boss alone. Makoto, are you a healer? Please tell me you're a healer. Oh, this is gonna be great to fight. It's a star rank 2. Does this thing scale at all? Or is this just gonna be my failed attempt that I'm about to record here? Well, it seems like my HP, I mean, there's compensations made for being alone, but I have no damage output whatsoever. I probably should have drank a potion that's like gave me more health. Oh, I see. Okay, well that's gonna be fun. Did I not get a debuff on that? That's kind of insane, actually, that I managed to dodge it. Oh yeah, great. Yes, please give me the tank. You know what? Let's put on Lost Protect if I'm going to be taking tank busters. I do have Lost Cure, so I guess I'm the healer. This is going to be a very long fight. I probably should just come back here with like more people. Get behind the walls. I'm assuming that's what we need to do. Good. Yes. I probably just want to stand here so I get blasted into the wall. That will be fine. Kind of wish she wasn't a healer right now, so that I actually got some damage output from her. Now, I'm assuming there's probably more to this than just a series of boss fights that are gonna take forever. Yo, Makoto, get in here. I'll heal you after, trust me. Oh. Oh. Alright, well, there's your taste of what's to come. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this. Maybe I need to... Do I have any, like, tank buster or mitigation? Well, I need some sort of damage mitigation skill. Protection's apparently not enough. What does protection do exactly? 10% reduction. Is there anything stronger than that? Defensive. Storm the field under the banner Firm Resolve, gaining additional stacks of each time damage is taken, up to a max of 5. That doesn't seem like something I need for a random stack like that. That's for enmity. I don't want enmity, I just need protection. If I don't have protection, then we may be out until somehow I get myself a group. Alright, so attempt number 2. I somehow managed to miraculously find a party for this thing. I was like ready to shut down, and just on a whim, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna check Party Finder and see if anyone's there. Turns out there was an entire group waiting for literally one more person. I wish I could have shown it. I didn't think to catch that moment, but it was like too perfect. So here we are, going in with a full 8-man. Well, I say full. This is a 24-man, but we're gonna give this a try with 8. Apparently these guys have been doing this for a while. I don't know who I should give my dance partner to. You know what? I guess we'll give it to the Machinist, maybe. What the hell? Why not? I don't know what kind of skills we need for this. I've got my Protect. I'm gonna assume we're probably fine. I'm going. We got Protect and Cure. I know we have the healer. Probably should have replaced Cure with something else. TBH. But otherwise, we should be okay. Do I have anything that will help me otherwise? Movement speed, max HP by 5%, increasing evasion by 40%. Nah, we're okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll give this one a try anyways. If it ends up failing, then, well, I'll readjust my gear. But yeah, I figured I might as well record this. I'll add it onto the YouTube thing. I can't upload this part to Twitch, unfortunately, of course, but that's fine. It'll just be YouTube exclusive content, like the the pitiful solo attempt was, like, I don't know, what was that, like half an hour ago maybe at this point? So it wasn't even that long. I'm surprised I was able to find someone for this thing. Oh, I got doomed. I'm doomed. Oh, I got doomed hard. That's okay. We got a healer this time, so it's not a big deal. I don't even know how I dodged that the first attempt. That was insane, really. I should have probably put heal on everyone. Or protect on, I mean. Because I guess I'm the only one that has it. No one else has protect. Protect is just a good skill to have. I should start applying that once we're out of here. Apparently someone needs to AFK for a minute, so that'll be plenty of time to give everyone protection. Never go into a dungeon unprotected. Alright, so this is going to be this mechanic. And then that stack should be coming up soon. The one that I could not do on my own because you just do not have enough people whatsoever. There it is. This one right here. Let's not let him die in vain. Preferably. Yeah, see, that's way better. Only half damage instead of like 200%. I don't even know what that was last time. Okay. I did not stand in the right spot for that, I don't think. Apparently I didn't get any debuffs, so I guess it's fine. Maybe it's only the blue things? Because, like, the floor is striped, so I'm thinking maybe that's where we need to stand, is on the white. What's he charging up here? He's doing something. Oh, he's doing one of these again. Okay. We'll just stand right here. That should be fine, right? Yeah, even if I did survive, like, it would have taken ages. Apparently, it's like, someone in this party did it. It was like 3 fucking hours. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, I'm really glad I don't have to do that. And it's even impossible in my current state. Like, it's only available or possible to do solo if you have, like, maxed out gear and you've already beaten the story, which is, you know, a complete opposite of what I'm trying to do here. I'm just here for, you know, the fun. Doing the whole thing. I'm not here to try and brag about the fact that I did this fucking dungeon solo, because that's just not happening. We're still okay. Verdant Tempest. Is that something we've seen before? Probably. We're at this point, I feel like everything has been seen at least once or twice. Oh no, this is new, okay. I'm waiting for him to do that, like, half arena cleave again. I'm not really sure. There seems to be a way to, like, watch for it. Yeah, it's based on this. So he's gonna do that one first, and I think he does, like, then he does the back, and then the side. Okay, so I think I see what I need to do here. So it's gonna be right. Yeah, there we go. Back. And then the side. There we go. Oh, okay, that was... miscalculate that just about. That could have been very poor. I could probably revive that person, but we still have a healer, so I'll let them do their thing instead. Oh, that's cool. I probably should not have stood there. Oh, cool. I got everything. Oh, that's fun. Okay, we're fine. Not really sure what that was about. Apparently you can still lose your medal in here, so that's fun. Yeah, the Tank Buster was also just not a good thing to have to worry about. I wonder how a run of this solo actually goes. Like, is there a specific class that's better than others because of things? Maybe a tank, you know, so you get that extra defense. Or protect back on. I don't know if Protect's good against that attack. That was probably magic, so it probably didn't even do anything. Let's get my buffs back up here. Okay, we're pretty much done this first boss here. Yeah, this is already a million times better. Alright, perfect. It's over. The theater of one is no longer sealed. It's clearly the theater of 9, because there's 9 of us in here. Alright, maybe I can get Protect on people here, because I don't think anyone here has Protect, or an equivalent. Unless they have, like, Mana Wall. Max HP's increased. Well, I'm sure we can add on to that. Alright, well, while we're waiting for everyone, I'm gonna start buffing everyone's Protect. Because I don't think anyone has an equivalent of Protect on here. No, that's just access to powers, standard finish. That's from me. Dance partner, Elder. Resistance honors are granted an increase in max HP and damage dealt. That's pretty neat. Okay, well, why don't I start casting Protect here? Because, I mean, this guy looks like he's going to do a lot of physical damage. So I may as well. That should last us a decent chunk of the dungeon. That's all I got. I didn't think to change skills. I probably should have. Actually, I probably still can, technically. I don't know what I would change it to. I could change Cure to, like, Shell or something. That could be good. What else do I have here? Boost increases potency of next weapon skill by 15% per stack. Oh, it's kind of like Chakra. Or not Chakra, Chi in, like, other FFs. Who doesn't have Protect yet? You don't have Protect. Yeah, Shell might be a good idea. Maybe I should put that on too. Give everyone a bunch of defense. What else do we have in here? Beneficial includes, let's see, Spellforge. All attacks deal magic damage, however all bonus damage dealt are determined by the attack's base damage type. I don't know enough about this dungeon to know if that's like a good thing or not. And then Stone Skin doesn't seem quite as useful as Protect. I mean, Protect's just a nice generic 10% loss, or buff in damage, or decrease in damage taken is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Shells probably would be a good choice. The only thing is, I don't remember if I have any more cures. I think I might, but I'd rather... Oh, okay. I see what this is. It was just like a slow or a low range cleave that I should have just stood back for, because I have the range for such a thing. But yeah, if I knew if I had another cure in the chest, then I would 100% do Shell now. And maybe I should anyways, but I don't want to lose the cure in case I need it later and I don't have another, because it's just too useful a skill to have when you're out on the field, really. Okay, this already seems like a way better boss than the last one. Look how much faster it's going. We're already down to like less than a third. Whoa! Oh fuck, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh well, I got doomed. Ah, how did I die? Doom wasn't up yet, was it? Doom is like 5 seconds, no? That was not 5 seconds. I was gonna like stop and use Cure, because I remembered that Cure usually, if you can heal yourself to full, then Doom will disappear. Unfortunately, that was not possible, because apparently it was less than 5 seconds. It's okay, I'll just heal myself. Yeah, see, I would have done more than enough health to fix that problem. Oh well. Oh, okay, that was... yeah, I wasn't risking anything from there. Oh, he's dead. Wow, okay, cool. Awesome. Who lost Protect? I lost Protect. Oh, I want my personal spoils, please. Give me my silver coin. Let me just get my Protect. I lost my Lost Protect. Who else doesn't have it? Lupo doesn't have it. Okay, I'll give it to them. Once I'm able to catch up and get in range again. There's another room over there. Is that like a room we should go into? I don't know how these dungeons seem a little different than the usual Alliance raid type dungeons. Alright, who is missing it? You're missing it. Okay, I'll give them Protect here. Oh god, what is this? Who should I be attacking first? Probably, I'm assuming the smaller ones, like the ones that actually there's multiple of, although they all seem fairly different. So I'm just gonna, maybe we'll just do AoEs. Maybe I'll focus fire one of them and then do AoEs to the rest. Oh, I should have done my AoE fan skill. That would probably been better. Oh, okay. This is going way easier than I thought it would be. Never mind. I thought they were all gonna have like 1,000,000 health or something. But maybe they do and we're just that good. Okay, I think it's protecting, so we need to focus on these guys back here. If possible. I don't even know if that is possible. What are we doing here? We're about to get exploded if we're not careful. Okay, we're fine. Now, why was there 4? Oh, is it because we defeated these ones? Oh, that's why. Okay. That makes sense. I've seen that mechanic before. Alright, well then I think if this is like the main boss of this area, we might even be able to defeat it right now. Or is he splitting again? Nah, it's good. I think we're pretty much done. Unless it's like a damage gate and we're not done. No, we're done? Oh, it transformed. I see. That was just the second phase. Bombs, eh? Do we want to get rid of them somehow? Oh, okay. I guess I was just staying right spot. The arrows looked like they were everywhere, so that's why I was like wondering what that was for. Seems kind of weird though if they were actually everywhere. I'm sure there was probably a blind spot where you can screw up and get blown up as well. The other thing too about doing a solo, I wouldn't have had limit breaks. That's probably a very useful skill to have too. Do we do it? Oh no, we're going again. How many phases does this guy have? This isn't even the final boss of this dungeon. Holy shit. Okay, that's probably physical protection up or something. Oh, do you want to stand close? Oh, okay, I see. It's just that kind of thing. I saw everyone else standing close, so good thing I followed suit. I keep like looking at this guy with his shield in front and thinking that there's like a positional that I need to worry about. And then I remembered this game got rid of all its positionals, unfortunately. Imagine having complexity in your battle system. Imagine making the melee people, you know, the fact that they do more damage, making theirs trickier to perform as compensation and require work. That would just be, you know, too much of a good thing. I don't know. They said that they're working on it. They said that they're gonna do something to hopefully make the battles more interesting, because even they realize that it's not fun and boring now. So I'm very happy that they finally acknowledged it. Because yeah, Endwalker was kind of there was a couple dungeons in Shadowbringers that were really good and actually tricky, but Endwalker was just like so disappointingly easy. I mean, a lot of the class changes as well are some things that I've talked about before that I don't really enjoy that they've done in like 6.0. So we'll see what 7 looks like. I'm very curious if they have any plans for major shakeups with the classes for Dawn Trail. It'd be really cool to see something. I'm not expecting much though. Maybe they'll do something for... Oh, should I heal this person? Might as well, hey. I don't know if I'm expecting anything for 7.0. Maybe 8. Maybe they'll start slow and then kind of work... Oh, okay, that's cool. How did that happen? They'll add complexity for, like, the next expansion after this? Possibly. Oh, okay. I was stunned, so I couldn't heal. Because that's what I would like to see. So I'd like to see, especially for healing, healing's just gone so boring because, like, tanks do tons and tons and tons of healing of their own. They really shouldn't be. Like, they need to at least get rid of that. I would love to see, like, a better buff system. It'd be cool if they could somehow bring back buffing, similar to here, but in the main dungeons. Also Asuna. Like, if they can just add more use to Asuna, that would be pretty cool. And, you know, maybe... I know this is, like, asking for a lot, but if they can make sleep useful again, that would be, like, extra cool. So, like, it's just more than just healing, you know? Make the healers do, like, buffing and stuff, too. Because, like, some classes have some small buffs. Like, I have my Shield Samba for defense. It's basically a small protect. But, I don't know, it's nothing like it used to be. And apparently even in, like, 1 and 2.0, it was even crazier, and I kind of wish that that was still a thing. But I get it. The game is still fun, of course. It's just, like, you know, be neat if there was more complexity to it. I see. Okay, so it's like... I missed the queues because I came late. That's my excuse. What's yours? But we'll see. I mean, I'm curious to see what these big class overhauls are like. A lot of classes, that, at least if they could just make them unique again. I don't care what that is. Just make them unique. It's not just like pressing buttons in different ways, but like give them slightly different uses. Like Scholar... Oh, what the fuck is this? Am I in the right spot? Oh, okay. I got doomed again. I'm dead. Yeah. That's cool. I see, because it was going that way. That's like, I've never seen that mechanic before. That's a new one to me. But like, it just, I don't know, give them some sort of unique thing. Not just like a gimmick on how you press the buttons, but something unique that's distinct to them. Like Scholar has the speed boost. Everyone can move faster during a boss fight, which is really fucking cool. And it'd be neat if other classes had stuff like that too. Give them some like identity, something that only they can do. I know that that might possibly lead to people being like, oh, this class sucks for this fight, but like on one hand, yeah, that's just kind of a thing. But then maybe, you know, in that case, make every class useful for different kinds of fights instead of just one set of classes being like the end-all be-all best classes for everything. Like that would be the ideal. But I mean, obviously that's more work. Okay, so we're supposed to just like follow this. Oh, that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that as a mechanic before. I can't think of anything similar to that anyways. That's something else that they did mention, was that they acknowledged that a lot of the mechanics are universal, and that's great in some ways, but it does make a lot of the bosses the same. So it sounds like maybe we'll begin some more unique bosses that don't have like universal mechanics. My ideal situation would be something like the early ARR dungeons before they overhauled some of them, where they had like actual co-op mechanics for bosses. Like everyone was doing something different. Like you had to go and click on a thing during a certain phase, or you had to like bait the boss over to a certain spot. So, you know, less like auto-centering bosses. The tank has to do more control of the field kind of thing. That sort of stuff. I think that would be really good, because like right now the tank just kind of stands still, faces a direction, and calls it a day. Once in a while they will like face the boss a different direction, and that's like a good start. But I miss the the old dungeons where it's like, all right, you got to move the boss over here so that everyone else can do their thing over on this side. And they move it back over here kind of thing. All right, now bring it back to the center so we're all positioned. I think Savage still has some of that to some extent, but a lot of the bosses just like, they control the field. The tank doesn't really control the boss anymore, which, I don't know, that just seems kind of meh to me. So maybe those, it seems like they acknowledge all this stuff and they're like, okay, which of these things do we really want to like try and bring back here? Which is actually stuff that we want still in the game that we accidentally remove and didn't mean to, and which stuff is actually like, yeah, no, this is just not gonna be in this game. Okay, so I'm heating up now. This is like an actual meter and shit. Holy shit. I don't know what this is about, but okay. So I guess don't get... Maybe I need to stand in the cold somewhere? Is one of these cold? Okay, well, I apparently missed that. Maybe I should have stood there to balance it out. I think I've seen a mechanic... Oh, yeah, I need to balance it out. I've seen a mechanic similar to this, but it didn't have the... It didn't have the meter. Like a custom meter like that, so that's pretty cool. I want to see that more often. You know, unique, that's the kind of unique mechanics we can, I'm down to see more of too. Stuff like that. Alright, let me put on my attack buff here. That didn't do anything. This guy's a ton of health. Alright, so is he gonna give us... Okay, so he made me cold, so I need to stand in a hot zone at some point here. Whenever those spawn again. Everyone's losing their protection buffs. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. I need to stand over here. Oh no, I need to stand here. Shit. I need to stand over here. Ugh. Did I get it? No, I did not. I missed it. Oh, I didn't realize it was gonna go all the way over. Yeah, nope. Okay, I missed it. This boss is kind of cool. That's a fun mechanic. See, like, they can still make, like, fun arena mechanics like that. Just, I think it'd be nice if we got to see fewer just square and circle arenas like this. You know, mix the dungeons up, make them less predictable. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to see. ARR had a good thing going. Maybe the dungeon design doesn't really work for repeated runs, but some of their mechanics and everything, I don't know, things about it felt more natural, but at the same time, as like you progress, it made sense for the arenas to turn this way. Okay, so I have to grab 2 ices from somewhere. I'm gonna definitely not miss it this time, I swear. Oh, that was ice. That was what I needed. I thought that was just something else. No, it's over. I missed my ice. Okay, well, can I get... I mean, it doesn't matter. You take, like, 1,000,000 damage no matter what. If you're not balanced out. Which I'm definitely not. Okay, there's an ice. Let's get the ice. Alright, running hot +1. Can we get 1 more ice, please? No. Okay. Well, at least some people are doing the mechanics properly. This guy keeps mixing up. Alright. Everything I've been like criticizing the other bosses for in this game, this guy's actually a lot of fun. It still falls under the like generic sort of arena, everyone do the thing because the boss has complete control here. And I'd still like some more like co-op fights where everyone has to do something different. Or at the very least, you know, if they can change the roles up so that everyone has like a proper job to play. I mean, I get MSQ is supposed to be easy, but come on, level 100, we can. I think people can handle a little bit of challenge in the MSQ. Just saying, you know. I think we can afford to do a little bit of a difficulty increase. We've had a bit of a difficulty plateau for like the last couple expansions. Okay, I've been frozen twice, so I need to make sure we pay attention to fire. I'm looking for fire. Alright, there's a fire. That's only 1 fire though. I need 2 fires. Oh, okay. I have a feeling that was my one chance. I realized that there was some doubles and some not doubles, and I was apparently the only one that didn't manage to do it. That's cool. See, I understand this mechanic perfectly. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong every single time. I don't know if that's like what that says about me, but it's not like for lack of confusion or lack of understanding that I'm failing these mechanics. I'm just like, oh, it was over here. I was over here. Well, that sucks. But I'm getting carried through this thing pretty hard, and for that, I'm grateful. I would love to rebuff everyone's protection, although this guy's like pure magic, so I think shield would probably have been more beneficial. Also, yeah, attack up. Someone suggested I use a certain potion that I don't think I have, and I forgot to check when we entered the dungeon. So, unfortunately, I was not able to apply that potion. But that's okay. Did I dodge that properly? I think I did. Oh, I didn't dodge that one properly. This is going to come this way. Okay, hot and cold. This is probably the last one. Let's see if I actually get it this time. Alright, I am heated. So this is probably going to be the maze again. There's a name for this maze. I forget what it is. It's like an old children's toy in Japan. That's what it comes from. Okay, we need ice. This is a single ice. This is a double ice, and okay, he's dead. I didn't see... They look the same. The single ice and the double ice look the same. The only difference was the meter on top. That was the only difference between the two. I thought, like, I looked at the thing, I was expecting the model to be different. Like, okay, this looks like the single. So I'm looking for maybe, like, a bigger model or one with, like, more spikes in it. No, they were the exact same. Just the meter was different. Unfortunate. Never did actually do that mechanic properly, but that's okay. What do we got here? Is this the end? Did we make it? Oh, this is all fancy. Oh, cool. It's like a tree. At last, the power to reclaim what is mine. What is ours? Oh, that's what you're gonna do. You found the big crystal to really charge the sword. Yeah, classic summoning. Now she's gonna transform, turned herself into the queen, and now we're gonna properly kill her, right? The will of the Queen Gunnea should not be denied. All who oppose Baja must fall. Well, we don't oppose Baja. We're all for Baja. Well, this is weird. The summons in a mech. Oh, I've never seen this before. Man, Baja is cool. I like this place a lot. I can't wait for the next one. Dawntrail's gonna be great. It's like, it sounds like Dawntrail's going to start fixing all the problems that Endwalker introduced. Or like, the problems that like Shadowbringers introduced and Endwalker like multiplied. To some extent. Although, I mean, I know Shadowbringers is where this expansion, this bit of content comes from. But just like all the other things I was talking about earlier. With like balances and class design and everything. It's one of the reasons I want to sit down and play 11, and it will happen. It's not going to be a stream, but I have some ideas on what to do with it. Probably not to something dissimilar from what I'm doing right now with this recording style, although probably something a little more, okay, let's not stand there. Here's fine, right? Because the arrows are pointing that way. I hope. Okay, I see. So they march forward. They Google en passant, and then they do their big cross attack. Got it. Keep an eye on that. Wait, okay, what's this line? Oh, we're tracing. We're playing, what's that game that was on Mac? And then, like, ported to, like, literally everything else. I forget what it is, where you trace the line and you fill in the zones and avoid the obstacles. It had a really weird name. Oh, that was cool. That's not what I thought that was. I thought it was a wave. I thought it was, like, a wave and not a force. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna go here and then I'm gonna move over and then avoid it again. But no, it was not that. I guess because it didn't have the arrows to tell me it was. I'm sure they'll notice me eventually. And anything. There we go. Alright. I mean, I get it. We only have one healer. One of the reasons I'm glad I still have Cure. Just heal myself. Let's put Protect on too. Ooh, that... I hit that? Okay. That's very unfortunate. Am I getting poisoned? Okay. This is but a flesh wound. It was a very terrible flesh wound though. I'm glad it's gone now. God save the queen. That's the name of the attack. What a name. It's probably something from like Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that. Sounds like it would be. Game I know nothing about and have very little interest in finding out about. Mainly because it's a tactics game and I just don't play those kinds of games. 4. Oh, we got a limit cut. I like that. I'm gonna stand away from everyone. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Oh, okay, I put it 3. Where's 3 gonna be? Do I wanna follow the queen's will? Do I need to go to 3? Your move, 4 squares. What? What do you mean? Was I supposed to like move 4 squares? Is that what that was? I didn't know we were playing chess. Enacting the queen's will. Remain to follow the queen's will. Oh, okay, so that's why I went to 3, because I was supposed to move 4 squares. Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. Yeah, I mean, like, all the side content has some really cool, unique mechanics. I mean, Shadowbringer's main bosses also had some fun stuff. Endwalker had a little bit, not as much, I think. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how Dawn Trail will go. I mean, it's only a couple months away. And when it does come, then it's going to be 100% Dawn Trail streams all the time until I beat it. That's the plan anyways. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I think we're fine, right? Yeah, okay. We did it right, I think. Apparently I didn't do that right, though. I didn't know there was a second bomb. How was I supposed to dodge that? Weird. Oh well. I think we're pretty much fine here. Okay, so these are different. I don't know how they act compared to the small guys. Maybe they move more? I need to move 4 spaces again. But they're also going to move 4 spaces, so this is going to be interesting. So I need to maybe like go far enough away so I can move 4 spaces and go back. Did I do it right? I ran out of spaces and then... Oh, but then I see. Then I'm supposed to... I was in the right spot! I had it! Oh, man. I did it right and didn't even realize. That's unfortunate. So they move the exact same as the small ones. I thought because they look different, they would have like a different movement pattern. It would have been all guesswork either way. Very much unfortunate. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I was like, alright, we gotta move in position, and then I decided to move back a square like a dumbass. Ah, the classic, well, if we can't have it, no one can. So she's just gonna destroy everything with a giant spirit bomb. Wait, is that the real queen? Oh, she doesn't look too pleased. Stealing her body. What's she saying? I can't hear you. I can't read what you're saying. Oh, I think it's over. Oh, the crystal broke. Oh, shit. I like that guy's outfit. That's pretty classy. You don't see a lot of Hrothgars in the game. I'm sure we'll get to see a lot of female Hrothgars in a couple months. Alright, can I teleport back there in any way, shape, or form? I want to get my treasure and get out of here. Well, I'm glad I was able to do that. That was a pretty fun dungeon. I was really worried that this was going to be a huge roadblock for Baja. But it's impressive to know that even weird... I mean, I guess this isn't that weird or niche content. It's some of the more popular content. But even so, like, completely dead stuff where everyone's, like, completely moved on. You know, they've done everything. They're waiting for the next expansion to come out. They're still doing this. Hopefully Eureka, whenever I play through that, on my own, mind you, because apparently that one's like way more tedious. This one's already caused enough trouble. Honestly, I'm like, I hate to say it, but I'm hesitant to, I mean, apparently there's a new adventuring foray similar to this in Dawn Trail. I would like to stream it if it has like similar story content as this one. It'll probably be easier, because if I play through it as current content, I think it'll be fine. So I think I will stream it. I'm hesitant to promise anything, though, just in case. But I think Eureka was probably the odd one out that wasn't going to be as easy to do. Blade-o-ma, Mikoto, are you alright? So she dead? I think the actual queen killed her. Is she? No, merely unconscious. Let's take her back with us to Aegis without delay. I fear Imperial reinforcements will be upon us ere long. Well, hey, we got to kidnap her, capture her. Is it capturing? I mean, I guess she was a double agent, so it's not like we're taking her back to have her work with us willingly. Possibly. Or is she just gonna swear that she's okay now? That's a cool tree, though. It was far from easy, but thanks to the two of you, we've succeeded in reclaiming Save the Queen. But it was a victory brought with great sacrifice. Under the blade's influence, many of Gunilda's blades were transformed beyond recognition. At least now, suffering is at an end. A heavy loss for the Resistance, it's true. But having wrested Save the Queen from the hands of the 4th Legion, we may resume our offensive unimpeded. And we must do so quickly, while they remain few in number. What will become of Mysigia? But now she will remain in solitary confinement in Gangos. First and foremost, we must deal with the threat of the 4th Imperial Legion. Once they have been routed, she will be made to stand trial for her crimes. Espionage, primal summoning, the tempting of Gunilda's blades. She has much to atone for. As do many of our people, I would say. But it was the callousness and cruelty of these seeking the glory of our forebears that drove her to side with the Empire. Nevertheless, it is no excuse for her transgressions. As for Save the Queen, it should go without saying we mustn't allow it to fall into the wrong hands again. I thought perhaps it could be destroyed, but I've yet to leave so much as a scratch on the accursed thing. What's it made of? I think it best if you were to take it, Mikoto. No doubt its study would prove a most illuminating experience for you, unless, of course, you'd rather it be locked away. I shall defer to your judgment. Oh. Okay. That was not expected. The echo again? Because she touched it, probably? Is this the future? What is happening now? Oh, that's fun. Just seeing your death. That's cool. So if she takes the blade, is that what's gonna happen? Maybe she should just don't take the blade, then, it sounds like. That might be for the best. Mikoto, is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Merely tired is all. Ah, the classic. I just saw my own death, but I'm not gonna tell anyone about it. Don't want them to worry. Then I bid you return to Gangos and rest. You have more than earned it. What in the world? Oh, that's a big ship. Guess they got those reinforcements after all. Oh, that's a huge ship. I didn't know they had anything like that. What the fuck? I don't think we've seen a ship like that big before. Well done, timed. Now that we command the skies, they're done for. Quickly, we must withdraw to Gangos. At last, victory is within our grasp. Are we gonna have to raid that ship? That's probably another dungeon. Cast to rest. Save the Queen, Chapter the 3rd. Oh, that is a perfect stopping point then. Awesome. Well, you know what? Let's finish this quest. If it's a check mark, I trust it. We'll finish this up, and then we'll start Chapter 3 next time. Gods preserve us. I did not think they would go so far as to deploy a warship. Though the odds are stacked against us, we have come too far to abandon our home. I will send word to Lord Hien that we may begin preparations to make a final stand. If we fail, it will be the end for Boja. When the final battle is upon us, I pray we can count on your aid one last time. So I'm guessing this is the start of the second map. Oh, we can now get gear with the coins. For subsequent ventures into Delubrum Reginae, speak with Sejos and Gangos. It was hard enough getting one in there. There's no way I'm doing a second run. What's this about coins? No, you're probably not doing need for coins. I don't know, I'd have to figure out what we're doing for coins. Something like that. Well, anyways, I'm glad I was able to do that. This will be obviously attached to the YouTube video. Sadly, Twitch does not get it, but I mean, I never recommend people watch on Twitch anyways, because that's just a stupid idea. Twitch player sucks. YouTube player much better. Always watch things on Twitch instead. My inventory is absolutely chock full of random shit. Like, where did some of this stuff even come from? Who knows? Do I need this? Probably not. We can discard that, I think. Because that came from a while ago. Yeah, you know, we'll just discard those two. I don't know. I'll go through my inventory. Hopefully I'll remember to do something about it before next stream of this. which, I mean, fortunately, it'll be very soon. I will probably, maybe next weekend, perhaps, we can plan another one, another proper stream. I'm thinking, because, like, this one was super short, and it's unfortunate it was, like, cut up the way it was, but thankfully there's another event that'll have started by then, so we'll probably do the FF16 event, and actually continue Baja, hopefully for real, hopefully with no more, I don't know, terrible roadblocks in the way like this. I mean, we just did a giant alliance raid. I think it sounds like this was the last big thing, and the rest of this should be smooth sailing, as far as I can tell anyways. Fingers crossed, and all that. But for now, hopefully everyone enjoyed, if you watched it this far, this little addendum, getting to see the dungeon. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll be back, as usual, throughout the week with more stuff. But thank you to all who watched my run of whatever this place was called. I don't even remember what it was called. The Reginae, the Reginald dungeon. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.